We're back with Raincoat. Hello, hello. Welcome. I know where I'm going now. I know where I'm going this time. I didn't know where I was going last time. Well, I did know where I was going. I just didn't know how I was supposed to get there. But I went back and watched one of the earlier streams and saw that I was leaving from where I'm going right now and ending up where I am now. So I know how to go the other way to get back over there. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, Joshua. Hello, Enderman. What's up? How are you guys doing? How's your weekend going? Good, I hope. Let's go to the game. So I'm trying to get to the chief. That's the long and short of it. We need to get to the chief to talk to them. We now have Halara on our side. She charged us an arm, a leg, and a kidney. But I suppose we'll pay her back at some point. But now we get to go talk to the chief, and she's going to help us solve the case. Yeah, hey, Raincoat, have you played it before? I'm loving it so far. I like the mystery aspect. Hello, Skybeck. Yo yo. Did you know there's a bad guy in DC Comics called Yo-Yo who fights with yo-yos? I don't know if they're canon. From what I could tell, they were like an alternate universe version of Harley Quinn, but it was a movie I saw them in. So I don't know if they were just for that movie or if they actually are from the comics. All right. So apparently I gotta go down the sewers, or wherever the sign is. Nope. Did you hear one trap card? Which trap card? Mirror Force? Trap hole. Wait, if you haven't played this game, how could you know that you hate it? Here, the battlefield. That's where I had to go last time. Also, for some reason, last time.
Master, you gotta hurry!
Shush, 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 shush. Wait, there's important graffiti here. But I think I already got this. Let's see.
Huh?
I expected no less. Okay, I did get that already. So you can't double up on that stuff. Oh yeah, last time little marker on my map disappeared for some reason. I don't know why, because I hadn't gotten to where I was going yet. The riverbank, yes, go. I was just looking at it. Trap card, get out. That does sound a little familiar, but I don't think I know what it does. What's its effect? Is it like Crackdown? There is one called Back to the Front that sounds like it would be Get Out's effect.
It's the Peacekeepers. Stay hidden.
Is that our chief they're taking away? Oh, that's the one guy who's commanding them.
Huh?
They're coming right this way! Oh, never mind, they stopped. Stop.
Chief! And that Peacekeeper from the clock tower.
Why's he got all those roses?
Seth Burrows.
Oh yeah, that was his name.
High-ranking Peacekeeper. He's quite infamous for being sly and persistent.
What a strange combination.
Well, we sure got some heavy rain again, huh? The humidity makes my hair fuzzier than normal.
Good thing you had that hood on.
I don't care.
Huh? What did you say?
Speak up.
I don't care. More importantly,
Not that
you
loud.
sent your detectives to interfere with the Nailman case, didn't you? We have witnesses.
Actually, we found that out on our own. We followed that lead all by ourselves. You didn't tell us about that.
Mailman. Now that you mention it, there was a case like that before.
Yeah, but he didn't send us to
Oh, wait,
solve
no,
that.
I don't know anything.
I don't like this guy breathing down my neck.
This flower, it's beautiful, isn't it?
That's actually many flowers.
Huh?
Created by Amaterasu Corp's research, this precious work of art is adapted to Kanai Ward's environment.
Ooh. How's the environment here? Looks like Crackdown. Speaking of Crackdown. So it is similar. And I told me there was a hero called, like, Arm Fall Off Boy. This real character, I forget where it's from, but he takes off his arms and attacks with it. That sounds familiar. I feel like there was a character like that in Suicide Squad. That sounds like Darth Vader. A little bit, yeah, with that speakerphone. Darth Vader.
But unfortunately, once picked, it can only maintain its beauty for 3 hours.
It's a very specific amount of time.
When something beautiful withers, it fills me with an inexplicable sorrow.
So why have you picked them?
I feel so sad that it makes me want to sink a ship.
You got issues, brother.
I don't follow.
Me neither.
The mailman affair will be handled by the peacekeepers. You and your team will withdraw immediately.
How do you know?
Bring in the detectives you sent out. The peacekeepers will take custody of them.
Hold on.
They're actually not here. They're all doing their own
I don't know
thing.
what detectives you're talking about, and I don't know where any of them are.
I'll wait until this flower withers. You have 3 hours. I'll not wait a second longer.
Sounds like you just picked them just now. Armless Tiger Man is my favorite comic book villain. Armless Tiger Man? What franchise is he from? You should try it. I want to play Fallout. Fallout? I've heard Fallout's pretty good, but no, I've never played it before. Hello, Anime Fox. Dwagon.
If you fail to meet my demands, you will suffer the same fate as this flower.
I'll be pretty.
Fine, I get it, but can't you give me more time?
Yeah, like 6 hours? Okay, he didn't even bother speaking, he just shook his head.
He's gone.
Sensei, we'll save you, not there's no threat.
Chief Yako, are you alright?
Oh, Yuma, and Halara, too. Yeesh, this is bad. Listen, the peacekeepers just came by.
Her name in Japanese would be Halara.
I know. We were watching from over there.
We saw everything.
You were watching? You could have at least helped me out.
We were observing.
Hold on. Are
said
you
that
two the detectives they were talking about?
I mean, we're 2 of the detectives. Didn't you remember you had a team of 5?
I'm sorry. It's a long story, but it was probably us.
Did you forget about everybody else already?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Why? What's going on?
You told us to solve mysteries, and that's what we're gonna do.
It's exactly as the peacekeeper said. We are currently pursuing the mailman case.
He's an old Superman villain. Oh, I've never heard of him. Armless Tiger Man, that sounds scary. Is he a human that some messed up stuff happened to, or is he like a supernatural being?
We'd like to search around the church. I was about to ask you to take us there, but you seem rather busy.
So we'll take ourselves.
Yeah, I'm real busy now, thanks to you two.
Well, we're only doing our work because of you, so
You're gonna keep investigating? Not gonna help your chief out of a jam?
you only have yourself to blame.
Look, we've got 3 hours before I'm taken away. If that happens, the last detective agency in town is done for.
Would you rather hand us over to the peacekeepers?
Who do you
Would you?
think you're talking to? I'm the chief. I'd rather turn myself in than ever sell anyone out.
Conflicts with what you just said a few seconds ago, though. And I need to clean up my room. Good thing you can teleport all over the place. You just pop blocks into their proper place. Super duper fast.
Though, I wouldn't want to do that either, if I'm being honest. Never mind.
understand.
Forget what I just said.
Man, he does not know when to stop.
He's under a lot of pressure. Leave him be. Leave him
What
alone.
should we do, Halara?
There's only one person who'll be taken into custody. It's not the chief, not us. It's the mailman.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
You will find the real culprit and turn the murderer over to the peacekeepers as originally planned.
Nope. We're probably gonna end up killing him with the mystery labyrinth. He was a German man who got his arms torn off in a factory accident. Oh God. Sounds nasty. Hi Drayla, what's up? How have you been? Welcome, welcome.
With enough evidence, they will have no room to reject the truth.
But we only have 3 hours.
That's plenty of
3
time.
hours is more than enough. I will give my utmost effort as your assistant. With
Thank
my
you.
logic, anything is possible.
Yeah, you said that before.
I don't really get it, but it seems best to leave it to you two.
You don't get it. Why don't you work with us then?
You said you wanted to go to the church? Let me mark it on the map.
Thank you. I've been there before, but you know my sense of direction is terrible, so I appreciate it.
It's for the best that I don't tag along. If we're seen together, things will get even more sticky.
Fair
I'll
enough.
be right here, waiting for good news. I'm counting on you.
Good news, everyone.
Giants, we're off.
3
And-
hours. You've got 3 hours to solve the case.
We're off. Good luck, Sensei.
Seriously, I'm counting on you. There's still so much I need to do.
Don't die in those 3 hours. Ooh, he has a hint of backstory that we may or may not eventually uncover. Sensei, what happened to you? Why are you so jaded? Was there a tragic death in your life that put you on the path of being a detective? A detective? Literally just an angry German man in spandex going around trying to destroy every piece of factory equipment in America. Why do they call him like Tiger Man though? I'm fine, I love Halara's line. With my logic, everything is possible.
You can get to the church from Kamasaki district.
Yeah, it's a good
Kinda
line.
Short.
Let's hurry.
Hamasaki, she said? Okay, let's go. Where's the train? I guess we'll go this way.
Come on, over here.
Where? Where are you going? Oh, there you are. Thanks, Shinigami.
Let's hurry to the church.
Okay. Thank you. Infamous game. Did you hear one game? Which game? I've heard games. I mean, I'm hearing this one right now. That counts. Church. The only church in Kanai Ward. A dark forest that's behind it. None go in, none go out. Rain World. Yes, I played Rain World. That's the one with the little slug creature, right? It's full of rain. Yeah, the rain kills you. Ooh, look at this. Is it on fire? Why is it orange?
So the Nailman urban legend originated at this church.
There aren't any ghosts here, are there? It's safe, right?
You're a ghost yourself, you dummy. Don't act so scared.
What's the matter, Halara?
Is it your forte?
I hate churches.
Oh,
I find them devoid of value.
never mind.
Huh? Why is that?
Yeah, aren't they pretty
Because
at least?
prayer is obviously inferior to payment. Just look at the tragedies the city has seen.
Well, you gotta admit, it makes the city look nicer overall, doesn't it?
There is no God to save you. The lost lamb should look to detectives for help instead, don't you think?
Detectives should be the gods of this world. Yeah, I tried it out. It was cool. It was very strange and difficult. I needed a lot of help from chat to beat that game. But it was cool. Had a nice atmosphere. It's only been in like 2 comics. The second comic, he was just a background character. Aw, no justice for poor Tiger Man. So what do you like so much about him?
I don't know about that. Depends on the individual.
Shinigami's afraid of ghosts. And the church is chicken. Church is chicken. Order now.
Forget it. For now, let's talk to the people around the church.
Is there even anyone
Will
around
they
here?
even listen to us?
She's still scared, poor
They
girl.
can't say no if we say we're on assignment for the peacekeepers.
I mean, they can, but they probably won't.
Is it okay to lie like that?
Whether it's okay or not is secondary. Our priority is to solve the case.
Morally questionable, but I'll agree with you in this instance.
In order to achieve that, deception is at times required.
Fair enough.
Now, let us educate those who are here that their true savior isn't beyond the rain clouds.
I thought we were trying to save the case, not postulate ourselves as gods. Oh, look at them. Wow. Are you guys also
What
detectives?
is it you wanted to speak about?
Why weren't y'all here earlier today when we were investigating? I mean, someone thinks way too highly of herself. She really does. She thinks she is the pinnacle of all mankind.
I've already spoken to the peacekeepers a bunch of times. How many times do I gotta say it?
Their names are Priest and Nun. And Servant.
Hasn't the culprit already been arrested?
Well,
They don't have real names.
I have time to talk.
Okay. Let's talk then. What's wrong now? Why don't they say something?
How long are you going to stand around like some tombstone?
Tombstones don't stand around. I guess
Our
they do.
time is short. Why do you think we've gathered them here?
They just happened to be here. We didn't gather diddly jack squat.
Oh, yeah. We have to question them, right?
Yuma, you're so airheaded.
It's your move. Play your card.
I activate the
I
get out
really have
card.
to do this? I guess Halara seems intent on being the assistant.
Yes, it's
In
your
my opinion, it'd go much faster if Halara did this, Master.
case. Take charge. Take credit.
I have to do it. No point in wasting time thinking about it.
Yeah, so let's stop talking about it.
Time for an investigation.
Let's start with the guy in the back. Then we'll go down the line.
Excuse me, but you are...
You're smoking
Do you
near a
even
church.
have to ask? You know who I am.
That's not true. Simulator. Simulator.
Huh? No, I think today is the first time we've met.
I have amnesia, you see.
What? You're investigating the Nail Man and you don't know who I am?
He sounds like Android 17 a little bit.
What's that supposed to mean?
This must be the clergy member on the report who was the first to find the body.
That's how you pronounce that? Clergy? I didn't know if it was clergy or clergy. I guess it's clergy.
Yeah, that's right. I was the first on the scene.
Why are you so proud?
Right, it was on the report. I'm impressed Halara was able to realize it so quickly.
I've been attending every day since I was first baptized here as a child. That's how pious I am.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
But I don't work here, so it's not like I'm a clergy member.
Oh.
I just love mystical places like this. There's an otherworldly feeling to it, you know?
Rightly so.
I love researching this type of stuff, which is why I've been keeping an eye on Nailman activity for a while now.
Nice shirt, by the way.
So, you know a lot about the Nail Man.
The nail man.
That's an understatement. In fact, you could say I'm an expert in Nailman research.
Just the man I wanted to see.
In that case, what do you think about the clock tower murder? Though it seems the suspect has already been arrested.
I think he was framed.
Oh, dang. Maybe I got my new mic shock mount. Look in DMs, I sent a picture on how small my new shock mount is compared to my blue Yeti one I was using. Oh, the new one's a lot smaller. Everything about Armless Tiger Man is the strangeness of his character overall. That is a strange, like, premise for a
You
character.
do? Then who do you think the real killer is?
The
Yeah,
real
who?
Nailman, obviously.
Okay, but who do you think that is?
The Peacekeepers are making a big mistake. Listen, the Nailman exists.
What you're saying is they made up a fake nail man? Wait, the one you're holding in your hand is the old one or the new one? Oh, it's the old one. Oh yeah, I see the new one. I see. Yeah, the one I'm using is also kind of big. Maybe that's why I keep smacking my headset on it.
The Nailman is summoned through ritual and commits murder based on a sacrificial doll.
So the legend goes.
That's impossible.
Yeah, I get it. You probably want proof.
Of course I want proof.
In that case, look for a doll in the forest. You'll find a nailed doll with a name tag for the Dark Ceremony.
I can't find the truth without proof.
Whoever's name is on it is the Nailman's next target.
That doesn't prove anything
Just follow someone in town with the same name.
until it happens.
If you're lucky, you might have a run-in with the Nailman.
There was a suspicious looking Joe who bumped into us a few streams ago.
Unfortunately, I wasn't so lucky. I've missed him by just a hair 4 times already.
Uh-huh.
I see. So you can guess the next victim based on each doll's name tag.
I was so close at the clock tower, too. I found someone
How do you
whose
know?
name matched a name tag and figured out she was heading to the clock tower. I
Okay.
called the Peacekeepers and entered the clock tower, but I was too late. Damn it! If only I'd acted sooner. I was so close to meeting the Nailman.
Guess he just
Uh-huh.
wants to meet the Nailman and doesn't care about preventing the murders.
Strange thing to want. To meet a murder. Like my new shock mount, half the size of my other one. It's actually meant for stage mics like the one I have. Oh cool, what was the other one used or meant for?
So he's an occult enthusiast? Seems like a huge weirdo.
And he smokes! I got detective points for that.
And you are...
I do the odd jobs like cleaning around the church.
You're like the janitor.
I also care for the forest.
Like a janitor.
Do you know anything about the Nail Man?
I often patrol the woods, but I'm usually asleep at night.
As most people are.
When morning comes around, there are dolls nailed to the trees. It's tough to clean all of them up.
How many are there?
I've never seen the nail man himself, but I've seen people enter the forest plenty of times.
Okay.
Have you ever talked to them?
I have, but they typically run away.
From you?
Some get surprised and leave their nails and doll behind. I chase after them to give them back their dolls, but I'm never fast enough. They always get away.
Can't imagine why.
That makes sense with a body like that.
Shinigami, keep your thoughts to yourself.
I understand. Thank you very much. Are you the priest of this church?
That's right. My family has served this church for many generations.
How many generations? For the shock mount I was using was for the Blue Yeti. But the Blue Yeti is not a stage mic. How can you tell the difference? An armless bounty hunter, or sorry, bodybuilder that was sent to America by the Third Reich, or Reich, to disrupt supply lines. How can he build his body with no arms? Bad Shinigami, bad. Get the spray bottle. Kss, kss.
Though I only became a man of the cloth in recent years, the blood of martyrs spanning centuries dwells within me.
Interesting.
Thus, my existence is but a piece of the eternal prayers offered.
This guy's voice sounds really familiar.
That is my mission, as the divine has guided me to do.
Is he the narrator for Hunter x Hunter? I'm not sure. I feel like he was a narrator for something.
I don't get why, but he sure seems proud to be a priest.
I mean, why
Do
not?
you know about the nail man?
Of course. I have no idea how that rumor spread around. Perhaps it was even started by a wish made by those seeking
A wish.
salvation, which created the fantasy of Nail Man.
Okay.
Salvation?
Like the army?
People of this city must be crazy if they look to the nail man for salvation.
Hey, that actually sounds kind of cool. I know how they feel.
I thought you were afraid of things like this.
I want to tie you up and go to a world where it's just you and me, Master.
Don't say things like
Isn't
that.
it basically already like that?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm tied up. I do have a chain around my neck. Nope, most stage mics are the ones that are in front of... are the ones that are front-facing mics. The top address one. Front-facing. I know what top address means, I think. It's where you point the very tip of the mic to your face, right? Front-facing. That confuddles me.
You are...
Your arm's broken? How'd that happen? Did you fall out of a third-story window?
What are you, blind? I'm a nun, obviously.
Of a church, mayhaps?
You got some nerve calling me here out of nowhere. Do you know how busy I am with choir practice?
So where's the west? The west. Where's the rest of your choir then, huh?
I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
That's
Sorry.
She's the type my master has trouble with.
There's like so many others.
I'll have you know, my dad is a higher up at Amaterasu Corporation.
Uh-huh.
I don't care if you're on a mission from the Peacekeepers. If you piss me off, Papa will make you regret it.
Right.
Right. I'd just like to ask some questions. I'll keep it quick.
Me and Yuma almost always say the same thing.
Do you know anything about this nail man?
You mean the guy nailing up dolls? Well, I have seen someone going into the forest late at night.
Could you describe them for me?
Whenever I've gone into the forest afterward, I usually find dolls nailed to the trees.
You're right. Thanks. Nun is so kind, quote unquote. Yeah, she's one of a kind, that's for sure.
The dolls have names written in what looks like blood. It's creepy as hell, really. In other words, it's totally metal.
It does sound pretty metal.
I see. By the way, what happened to your right hand? Did you get hurt?
Hey, don't stare. It's nothing.
It don't look like nothing.
I went a little overboard while practicing an instrument.
What instrument could cause an injury like that? The violin, maybe?
Instrument?
I'm more working on this new thing I call death metal choir.
Uh-huh.
I was messing around on the bass and, well, you know.
I was doing front flips with it and then I landed the wrong way.
Is that your dominant hand?
What kind of question is that? You want to die or something?
Why would you be so offended by that question?
It is her dominant hand. I'm sure of it.
Thank you, servant.
I see.
That's important information.
I've talked to everyone. Halara, is there anything you'd like to ask them?
Only
Nope.
end your turn once you've secured a shot at victory.
I end my turn.
Does that mean I should gather more information? What else should I ask about?
I don't know. Everything?
There have been several Nailman cases in the past, right? Does anyone know anything about past cases?
You know a lot about these things, right?
Yeah, you can ask me anything about the Nailman, including all past cases, obviously. I was the first to find the body every time.
That's not suspicious.
Huh? Every time?
But it's because you claim you follow them around, right? In hopes of meeting the
There's
Nailman?
no reason to look surprised. I already told you how I did it.
Right.
I find dolls with name tags in the forest. Then, I look for whoever's supposed to be the next victim. But every time I find a victim, they're already dead.
How can you find where they're going to be if they're dead?
Being the first on scene each time sounds super suspicious.
You
Right.
think I'm suspicious, don't you? I suppose you would.
Yeah, anyone would.
The first person on the scene can always lie and say they discovered the body in a locked room.
Well, it would be hard to fake the locked room, though. If you're not inside it.
But the thing is, I've never been alone when I've discovered a body.
Oh? You've had witnesses?
All of the crime scenes had no way in or out, so I'd open them with someone nearby, or by asking the peacekeepers.
So you weren't the only first person discovered that. Hello, guy. What's up? I won't be doing a fake sneeze, sorry. I already hit my fake sneeze quota. Other wacky villains include the Wall, Kite Man, Condiment King, and Quilt Man. Oh, crazy quilt. I like Condiment King, the name of that.
So the body's discovery was never done alone. If that's true, then all the rooms really were locked.
Master, why don't you ask for more details about past cases for now?
I'll do that, Shinigami.
Can you tell me
Thanks.
more about each case?
There have been 3 Nailman cases in the past 6 months, excluding the one at the clock tower.
Okay.
The first happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district.
Why'd the music get all crazy?
It's essentially a members-only casino. The victim owned the place. At the time, the Nailman was just a name you'd sometimes hear about in urban legends. But I had a personal interest in the Nailman, so I started researching him. And then it happened. I came across another murder while investigating a name tag I found in the forest.
You said another murder, but you also said that this was the first case. Suspicious! What does the Condiment King do? Does he literally just attack with condiments? Does he just spray ketchup at people?
I knew then that it had to be the Nailman.
And that crime scene was also within a locked room?
Yeah, all of the Nailman crime scenes have common characteristics. There's always a corpse and doll coated in nails. And also, the murderer leaves no trace behind.
What do you mean by no trace?
Isn't that bizarre? See why I'm so interested in the Nailman?
Yeah, isn't the corpse and the doll traces of his crime?
I totally get it.
Don't empathize with him.
The secret club was the first locked room mystery. As for the second, it was at a mansion in the residential area near Ginma district.
Love a
About 3
mansion.
months ago, The owner of the
That's
mansion
cool.
was murdered in the building's study. The crime scene again took place in a locked room with a corpse and doll covered in nails inside.
Well, this one's different because there were so many dolls. Dresses as a pickle, ruins people's clothes with mustard and ketchup. That doesn't seem very evil. It seems like a dick move, but it doesn't seem very evil. That's it. I didn't know that before. Better than the Condiment King. You don't even know how he did it though. How could you know that yours was better? He's a Batman villain. Hello, Cinnamon. Past couple weeks have been rough. I haven't been around much. Oh, that's alright. I'm sorry to hear that it's been going rough. Is it like work-related stuff? I hope things, you know, get better soon. Sorry to hear that, but hang in there, Cinnamon. You can get through it.
Considering all this, there's no doubt it was committed by the Nailman.
The
By
Nailman!
then, I knew the legendary Nailman had descended upon Kanai Ward. The third locked room mystery occurred a month ago. A woman was killed in an art gallery storage in Ginma district.
So art gallery, mansion, and club.
It also featured a body and a doll covered in nails in a completely locked room.
Right.
And today, the fourth locked room mystery happened at the clock tower.
I missed the V-Day karaoke stream. Oh, I'm sad that I missed it. Oh, sorry about that, but we'll do more karaoke in the future.
That's every single Nailman case. At least, for now.
For the time being.
I'm sure the Nailman will continue on. He will enact revenge for the people of Kanai Ward.
Interesting.
Huh.
Ooh, cool. Yeah, the current murder is different from the past ones because there were many dolls this time.
That reminds me.
Apparently there was only one
Is
doll
there
in each
any
case last
information
time.
about the dolls used in the Nailman ceremonies? I know a few have been found at the crime scenes too.
You find that stuff in any doll shop.
Mm-hmm.
Doll shop?
Huh? You haven't seen one? What are you, a foreigner or something?
I mean, I'm not from here if that's what you're asking.
Around here, all the craft shops have been selling fancy dolls for a long time.
Why?
They were mostly souvenirs for tourists, but that industry is long gone now. Some places still sell them at steep discounts just to get rid of their stock.
Must have been quite popular if they still have such a big backlog of them.
If you know where to look, you'll see mountains of illegally discarded dolls all over the place.
Illegally discarded dolls.
I see.
Interesting.
So they aren't much of a clue given how easy they are to obtain.
But can't you tell me anything specifically about how they appeared in the crime scenes? Oh, okay. Tell me about the suspect.
A watchmaker was arrested earlier. He's suspected of being involved in the Nailman incident. Does anyone know anything about him?
A watchmaker? You mean G.A. Colon?
G.A. Colon. The nun was sweating earlier, now the priest is sweating. They're hiding something. Catman's real name is Charles Brown. What? Isn't that just a rip on Charlie Brown? Would fly around the city on a giant kite and steal things. He was so lame he ended up crashing into a tree and dying. Are you serious? They just killed him off by crashing into a tree. Didn't even get to like fight the superheroes. That sucks. Poor guy.
I've asked him to fix the church clock several times. To think that he's the mailman.
Well, I never said that.
Well, it hasn't been proven that he's the culprit yet.
Oh, I see. But if
Right,
it were
right.
him, no one would blame him.
Why?
What do you mean?
He would have a motive?
This city has completely changed. Everyone is seeking salvation in some way. The Nailman was born out of our situation.
You mean the Nailman is what the people actually wanted?
Well, people do request the murders in the first place, so...
Many would
Not that
certainly
surprising.
deny it, but the nailed dolls continue to appear in our forest. If the Nailman acts as their agent, then they are also the Nailman. In a way.
I wouldn't go that far. I ask for presents for Christmas, but I wouldn't call myself Santa.
That's how I see it. What do you think?
I disagree.
It's true. The mailman could be seen as a savior to some people. After all, he kills the people you want dead for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, The victim had it coming for doing something worth getting killed over, right?
I mean, you don't know that. People have killed for very petty reasons in the past. What strange things?
Has anyone noticed strange things happening near the church lately?
Near the forest, perhaps?
Wow, what a vague question.
Thank you.
Now that you mention it,
What is it? Please, any small detail.
Look at her face. Why'd she look like that?
something strange was burning in the incinerator earlier.
Really?
What do you mean by strange?
That's an important detail.
Like, I thought it was a rope, but all I can say is it looked strange.
That's very useful.
Can you try drawing what it looks like?
Wow, he did that immediately.
It does look like some sort of bizarre rope.
Whoa. A rope with little ropes hanging off of it.
It's like a centipede with legs missing from one side. Looks delicious.
I was worried that it wasn't supposed to be burned, so I tried to take it out.
The dumbest villain was the penny plunderer. What was so dumb about him? How is this game? It looks nifty. It's really fun so far. I like it. It's a detective game. A lot of finding clues and using logic. But there's also like action sequences where you have to like fight by dodging stuff and rebuttaling claims and all that. It's pretty fun. He only stole pennies. Well, I don't know if I'd say that's dumb. It is unusual.
But I was too late. It was completely incinerated.
Save for this one tiny piece. I'll talk about something called the Hole Man. Hole Man. There is a form of combat, but it's mostly you dodge attacks coming from a boss just by going left and right. And then you strike back at certain attacks with a sword you have, but it's like... It's not like real combat. It's almost like rhythm, but it's also puzzle because you can only strike back at certain phrases at the right time. So it's a very strange type of combat, I would say.
I asked around to see if anyone knew about it, but everyone claimed they hadn't thrown away anything like it. The incinerator is surrounded by a locked fence. Only clergy can access it.
Okay. Are you considered clergy? You're a servant.
So, no one here recognized it?
I don't even work here in the first place.
Right, you said that earlier.
Only clergy can access the incinerator, but no one claims to have thrown it away.
I don't know if this has anything to do with the case, but something's fishy.
Alright. He used pennies as weapons? That sounds kind of cool.
I've asked about everything I wanted to find out.
But if he wasn't good at it, then
Looks like
that does sound a
time
little
is
dumb.
almost up. Let's get going.
Yeah, how long have we been here?
Was that okay?
Yes, it will suffice.
Thanks, assistant.
Thank you for your cooperation.
We'll get back to you at some point, maybe. The way he runs.
You should study their faces well. They may end up being accused of the murders.
Right. They look pretty unique. I don't think I'm gonna forget them.
Huh? You need to remember every face so you can spot them even if they flee through a crowd.
Okay. Good advice.
Wait! Do you mean the actual culprit is one of them?
Perhaps.
We don't know yet.
There's not enough information yet to act on. We have
need
no
more
time
data.
to waste. Let's investigate the other crime scenes.
They said the
Best not
crimes.
to scramble what little gray matter rests in your head. So let's examine the crime scenes chronologically.
They happened months ago.
Okay. Well, the first murder occurred at...
I don't know if there would be any evidence left. It was the club in Kamasaki district.
It's the secret club in the Kamasaki district, right?
I know Whole Man sounds like a Marvel character. He's from the Trevor Henderson universe. I've never heard of such a universe. Who is that? Suspicious. Giant Penny in the Bat Cave is like his only reference in the modern times. Oh, I have seen that. That's from Pennyman. Is that one of Pennyman's weapons? That's pretty funny.
Correct. Let's hurry. I won't allow time to be wasted.
Okay. Man, you're tall. Let's get over there. I don't remember taking this path before. Where'd this come from? The world has morphed around me. Hamasaki. As the name suggests, Hole Man, it can summon black holes just like Gardevoir. To me, his name suggests those types of holes that are just like wormholes where you can teleport place to place. I think there is a character in some comics called Hole or something like that who can just throw a hole somewhere and then walk through them. I think there's an X-Men that does that actually. I think they came out in Days of the Future Past.
Halara? I've been thinking.
That woman just appeared in the background.
The first incident was 6 months ago, right? If we go to the crime scene now, there's nothing left to investigate.
You think it will be a waste of time? There's no need to worry about that.
So, you have a plan then?
What? You're working with Halara Nightmare.
Excuse me?
What more could you possibly ask for? Now, let's be swift.
Let's be nimble.
Right.
I don't really get it, but talk about confidence.
Confidence.
Where's the secret club?
Appears to be this way.
I smell a mystery. I'm all hype.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Shinigami.
This appears to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
No doubt they've shirked their obligation to clean up. I suspect the peacekeepers are lazy to a fault.
Okay. How lucky for us. I don't think that's that impressive, but... Oh, it's the fact that he's trespassing.
It's open. Let's go inside.
He don't like breaking the rules. He rolled a giant penny down the street trying to ambush Batman. What a poorly thought out plan. He does teleport, but not in wormholes or whatsoever. He just teleports somewhere random. Like Goku's teleportation. Oh yeah, like instant transmission. That's a very random power to give to someone who can make black holes. Halara is so great. She's something. What? Look at this! Oh, they were nailed to the wall? That's gross.
The peacekeepers may be sloppy, but even they wouldn't leave the crime scene completely untouched. The body was probably found around here.
Where that mark on the wall is.
The victim's name is Suguma Iho, an old man who owned this place. His reputation left much to be desired. This place was an illegal casino operating at obscene rates. Even the cheating was rampant.
Uh-huh.
You sure know a lot about it. When did you...
I told you, I gathered my own intel while waiting at the cafe. A real interesting note is that this crime scene also had no way in or out. At the time of discovery, the door was locked from the inside.
There aren't any windows either, which is expected given that it's underground.
Right.
There are air vents, but they have secure covers barring entry. Besides, no one's able to reach that high up.
I mean, don't say no one.
No windows. The only way in and out is the door that was locked from the inside. It's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery.
So excited.
But there's not much more to investigate. We don't know what state the body was in at the time of discovery.
I told you not to worry. The conditions have all been met.
Conditions?
Don't tell me you've forgotten I'm a master detective.
How could I with you constantly reminding me?
Oh, your forte.
My forte is post-cognition, the power to see the past.
Oh, that's awesome. You can see any past in any space, any amount of time back.
However, it can only be used at murder scenes.
Fair enough.
To be precise, I can only see how the crime scene appeared at the time it was first discovered.
A very specific power. How does your power know when it was first discovered?
Another way to describe it would be as crime scene limited psychometry, if that's easier to understand.
Nope, don't know what psychometry is.
Amazing! It's like the perfect forte for a detective.
Maybe that's why she's so confident.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered.
All right.
The memory or perception of the witness does not affect my postcognition.
Wow.
What I see is what actually was there.
That's amazing. Pretty sure there was a villain who just changed the color of people's clothes so they wouldn't match. What is up? Like, those villains don't even want fame or fortune. They just want to be annoying. Or maybe they do want fame. Maybe they want to be famous as, I don't know, people that just change clothing colors.
When it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger.
Okay, I get it. You see the truth and the absolute truth.
Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body was found.
That makes it more vague.
Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining. Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's look.
That power sure is convenient. Explains all the confidence.
Exactly.
It's similar to the mystery labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene in your mind.
But I think that one does rely on my memory, right?
But now it's done in the real world. Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first discovery.
Yeah, I guess it's not perfect, but it's good enough for her line of work. Homeland's abilities are creating black hole teleportation, emanation of Hawking radiation, gravity manipulation, the most important, antimatter control. Doesn't everything emit Hawking radiation? Or am I wrong about that?
But still, it's amazing.
On the other hand, my master's got nothing. Why is life so unfair? Now I'm angry.
I mean, I have you. Are you saying that you're nothing?
Master, can I nibble on your heart to help cheer me up?
Nope. Nibble on one of your horns.
Of course not.
My heart. So you gonna use your forte, or I don't know who to talk to. Let's talk to her.
Post-cognition. I wonder what it's like. All I can do is wait for the report.
I should be able to feel when she
I
activates
have
it.
some good news for you.
What is it this time?
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Amaterasu Express?
I felt dizzy. Because a fashion designer who went colorblind decided to ruin people's day out of sheer spite. That's messed up, man. That's so petty. It is funny though. Oh yeah, I could sense when people use their fortes or whatever.
When the other master detectives use their powers?
Right.
This sensation. I felt it when Aphex used his powers. Somehow, it feels like I can hear what Poochie hears. Right. I can sense whenever a master detective uses their power.
That's my
Yes,
power.
that's it! Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Coalescence.
Coalescence?
Simply put, it's the ability to share someone else's power.
Like Rogue.
On the train, you only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function is to share their powers.
Why are you allowed to tell me this? I thought you couldn't give me any of my memories back.
Wait. Then that means I can also see the scene in the past with Halara? That's amazing! Is this your ability, Shinigami?
Something like that. But there are conditions for it to activate.
Okay.
You must kiss someone to share their ability.
You're lying.
What? Kiss Halara?
Ha! I lied. Why did you blush? Did you really want to? You still don't know if Halara is a boy or a girl.
That's fair enough, although I have my
Oh,
guesses.
quit messing around and tell me how it works.
You need permission from the person sharing the ability first.
Ah.
Then you must hold hands while the ability is active.
Cool.
That's it.
Okay, I can do that.
Halara! Can I have your hand in not matrimony?
Halara. Halara?
Probably
I
focusing.
need you to be quiet. I'm concentrating.
I'm focused! Yuma Cross Halara by Shinigami. A fanfic.
Sorry, but there's something I want to ask.
I do develop matter manipulating technology.
Coalescence. Hold hands. You and me.
It's not like I'm asking for a kiss. You develop matter manipulating technology and only uses it to ruin people's drip. I mean, he knows what he wants. You can't deny that.
Yes, that way I'll be able to see the past too. I think.
My sources made no mention of such an ability. In fact, you're just a trainee.
Well,
Yeah, but I just remembered I had it.
my memory was gone, don't
Anyway, we don't have much time. Let's try it.
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
We don't have to be friends, I just need your permission.
Oh, it's not like that.
I despise you.
Gee, thanks. I didn't need to know that part.
Just the thought of holding your hand makes my skin crawl.
Alright, I get it.
You hated me so much.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate you in particular. I despise all of humanity equally.
I see.
I don't trust anyone, except the dead.
I had a feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
For the money! Lara's so honest. To a fault, yes. She's honest to her own detriment.
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive. As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Then do this for me. This will help me with my investigation.
Then please, hold my hand. It's necessary for the investigation.
Yes! We're on the same wavelength, you and
You can
I.
add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then, right?
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective, then I have no choice but to agree.
Thank you, Halara. They need some Prozac. I don't even know what that is. Some kind of medicine, I assume? Now let's share fortes. Come on, I'm not gonna bite you. Like your skin, it's ice cold. Full ice shape. Oh, they're antidepressants. I see, I see. Yeah, she is a little... She's a little weird in the head. What's real and what's fake? The real stuff is...
I can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. Incredible. So this is post-cognition.
Oh, I guess... The ghost stuff is how it is in the present, and the real quote-unquote stuff is how it was in the past. That makes sense, because all the dolls are there. It couldn't be anything else.
Can you really see it?
Yes.
So your coalescence is real. I didn't expect you to already have your own forte.
Neither did I.
Well, this does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you, but it's quite inconvenient to keep our hands joined. Very well. Go ahead and lead the investigation.
Me?
That is very inconvenient. So you can't use this ability with someone who doesn't have hands, is that it?
If you can see what I see, that would be for the best. I'm only acting as your assistant, after all. This is quite the bizarre crime scene. But unusual crime scenes are expected when you work for the WDO.
Yeah, someone said that before.
Now, let's see what you're capable of.
Thank you. Investigation. Dang, so this second mystery already has multiple crime scenes to investigate. I guess the other one did too. To be fair.
What does that mean?
When the body was discovered, this door was locked from the inside. There's no other way in or out of the room. In other words, it's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery! Things are heating up. Cheers. Very excited about that. Post-cognition. Oh, I'm not post-cogniting right now?
The lock is broken. Well, maybe someone broke it and forced their way in. Like at the clock tower.
Right, because this is the crime scene when it was first discovered, so it had to be broken open.
But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with.
You just said it was broken. How can it be broken and not be tampered with? What? Did I hear that correctly? Can I go through that one more time? What did he say exactly? The key is broken. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. He said the key is broken, not the lock. The key's broken, but neither the key nor the door were tampered with. Well, that's the same argument. How could the key be broken if it wasn't tampered with? What do you mean, Yuma? I got someone to help me out with the FPS problem. The thing is that my capture card actually records at 59 to 59.99 FPS. Slightly noticeable, but not a distraction unless your eyes are extremely focused on the smoothness of the gameplay, like me. Oh no, you're hyper-focused. The key's broken? Is it in the door? I'm so confused. I need more details. But anyway, let's see what else he's saying.
That's...
The chairs are lined up neatly. Did someone rearrange the chairs after the incident?
Well,
either the peacekeepers did so or the staff here did. Either way, it's not something to worry about. True, I'll check someplace else. Like in post-cognition. Chairs knocked over. Could this be evidence of a struggle between the victim and culprit? I don't know about that. The culprit could have knocked it over on purpose to draw off the investigation. There's not much we can get from it other than the fact it's knocked over. Let's check elsewhere. Right. Alright. Release. Wait. Really quickly, could I have gone the other direction? This way? I guess not. Okay. This music is quite fancy. The roulette table. There's a roulette table. It probably hasn't been used since the incident, as it's covered in dust. There don't appear to be any clues on top of the roulette table. There's nothing underneath either. We should check someplace else. Right, let's do that. Post-cognition! Was this moved during the incident? As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem related to the case. Yeah, let's check another place. There's a doll nailed to the roulette table too.
I see.
There's also a doll nailed here, right in the middle of the roulette wheel. The doll itself seems to be the same as the others. There doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy. That is in and of itself sufficient knowledge. Let's check someplace else. Okay. I hate all humanity, so you hate yourself? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, she could hate herself. That's a possibility.
You just gotta hit this thing and it'll be good as new.
So you say. I can investigate both from here. So yeah, it's no big deal, no big deal, no big deal. 59 FPS, still better than 30. Yep, it's nearly double. The glass on the counter, it has a thin layer of dust, so it could have been here since the incident. A key was in the glass at the time the body was discovered. If you want to investigate, we should use post-cognition. Right, got it. It was key. That is so weird.
Oh, there's a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
Does that mean the broken one in the doorway is a fake?
Seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key.
Okay.
It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
I mean, I don't see how that's possible, but we'll go along with that logic. So what was the broken key in the door then?
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
Why would anyone even throw it in from the vent?
So this is definitely another locked room mystery! Hooray! I'm so glad I met you!
You're welcome. The only room key, supposedly. Okay, let's check the slot machine. There's a slot machine here. It's been untouched for a while, so it's covered in dust. As far as I can tell, there are no traces that could be related to the crime. If you're curious about the scene at the time of the discovery of the corpse, use post-cognition. Right, I'll give it a try. I'm getting to it, man. I'm getting detective points here. Wait, the third one wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Slot machine is spotless. Looks like it was well taken care of. Nothing here of interest.
Yeah.
Seems that way. Let's check someplace else. Right. Well, there were only 3 slot machines. Now there are 4. This one is broken, I guess. Oh, maybe it was knocked down onto the floor or something. That could be the case. Vent! Don't forget the vent! There's a vent here. The 4 corners of the cover are screwed down, so I don't think it'll open. I doubt the cover can be opened while it's like this.
But
it's too early to conclude there's no useful information. Compare it with what was seen in post-cognition. Right, I'll give it a try. The body. The body. He looks angry.
Body. I see a body. The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion.
He has the same neck marks as the girl.
This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene. And it's so quiet.
She's like emo Sherlock Holmes! The perfect combination. Sherlock Holmes and emo.
I knew it.
Sure enough, the secret club has dolls nailed to the wall too.
yeah.
That must be the nailman's calling card. They're nailed to the wall seemingly at random, facing all directions. I can't find a pattern. There's nothing that can be connected to the culprit. Let's try checking someplace else. Like the corpse!
It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old. His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails. There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
Okay, that makes some sort of sense. I had this random recording in my gallery of me laughing at someone in BC because they had a Morgan Freeman AI voice filter with heavenly singing in the background. Morgan Freeman said in BC, "Stop being gay," and I laughed so hard. That does sound really funny.
You're starting to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, there are marks on him. Signs that he was strangled.
By a rope.
The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
Right.
The most basic of basic observations. Well, at least you noticed.
Thank you.
That's thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower. Such an awesome mentor.
You are pretty good despite your many, many quirks.
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
I wouldn't say it's identical, but it is extremely similar.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But why?
The vent.
Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which means it could be easily removed, right?
What are you doing? You can't touch what you see in post-cognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
I would just face through it.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters.
I,
A thin adult could probably pass through.
that doesn't sound right at all. Not from the angle that I'm looking at. The length is like twice the height. How could you say it's 40 by 30? It'd be like 30 by 60 or something like that. But it could just be the angle, I guess. Probably is the angle. Nope. That does not look like 40 by 30 to me. But maybe I'm just stupid. Yeah, her last name was Nightmare. It's Halara Nightmare. Alright. I think I pretty much investigated everything I could.
By the way, Yuma, did you notice the nail below the vent?
No, but now that you mentioned it, there are a few.
Below the vent?
The fact that they're bent as if someone stepped on them or climbed them.
Some of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
Or perhaps there's another reason.
Mayhaps.
Another reason?
Yeah, like them climbing out. Those are big nails then.
That's about it.
To be able to support presumably adult human body. Alright, we got what we needed. We can stop holding hands now.
That should do it. There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition.
Thanks.
It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
I bet.
People do not believe what they cannot see. I have often been called a liar.
I suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locked room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Ginma district.
To the mansion
I have an
then.
idea of where to go. Let's hurry there.
Alrighty. To the next investigation site. Halara attacks with a 1 Xian coin. Where it lands is carefully calculated for later retrieval. Look, she's Penny Man or whatever we were talking about earlier. She attacks with pennies. Excuse me. I spilled a little bit of water on myself, but that's alright. It was just a drop. Just a drop.
The
Alright,
building
so
we're
we're
heading
going
to
this
is accessed through Ginma district. Let's hurry there.
Ginma district. Is this the way to Ginma? Yeah. Yeah, that's a church. That's not where I'm trying to get to. Ugh. Oh, I can't go that way. Well, let's take the bus then. Oi, oi, oi. Ginma. The riverbank is just off limits now. Yes! Why does Clock Tower say new? Clock Tower Prison. Crosswalks kind of ward to detect pedestrians, stop traffic for them. Such fairly uncommon to see people waiting for the signal change. Wow, that sounds really inconvenient for the drivers. I mean, great for the people, but if they just keep coming by, the drivers will never get a chance to get where they're going. If it had some kind of cooldown, that would probably work. Alright, we're here. Let's get going. It is a cool technology, though. That would be sick to have in real life. She evaporated from reality and then she came back. Just like her. Just like them. Now I'm going to talk about something that is important for the creepypasta universe. I've never heard of that creepypasta. But go ahead, go ahead. I know she's supposed to be a boss girl, but she comes off as an immature brat. I don't see her as immature. She said a lot of very smart things. I know maturity and intelligence are two different things, but usually they're linked. But she is very
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there.
conceited sounding. I'll agree with you
That's the
there.
second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
She just talked very selfishly, like a brat would.
It's closed, as expected.
Let's jump the fence. Never mind.
Are you sure?
We'll just kick it down.
Wait!
You're breaking and entering.
It looks like a haunted mansion.
Like that one ride.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
You're a dummy.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was AlecTheHuman, the owner of this mansion.
Okay.
He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go.
That was kind of cool.
The mailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room.
But they just changed in one frame. There's no animation. Imagine if you were on the streets, suddenly you got into the woods. Sorry, you go to the woods, because why not? I would not want to go to the woods from the streets, but I could see myself going into the woods. Just because someone is intelligent doesn't give them the right to talk down to others. You right, you right. I was just saying it doesn't make it seem like she's immature, in my opinion. What were the other factors?
The first person to find the body was always the same person.
Oh yeah, we knew that.
That worshiper from church? Do you suspect him too?
He should be a prime suspect if he was there every single time, except the girl with the broken arm should also be a suspect because in the latest one they had to have gotten down from a high place.
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
But it's still suspicious. But then it turns out as you are scared someone is far away from you. Sorry, it turns night. I don't know why I said it turns out. It turns night. Scared someone's far away from you. It's kind of hard for night to sneak up on you if you're out in the woods because you can see the sun going down, right? You can see the lighting around you getting dimmer and dimmer. I think it's something that'll help you, but it's some sort of tall creature with tentacles on the back. Jeez. Well, that does sound very nightmare-esque.
I assume things going into this.
That's right.
Well,
It's
making
down
assumptions
this
is part of
hallway.
detective work.
The crime scene is in the room on the right side.
But they should be logical assumptions.
There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Okay.
Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master?
She's our assistant.
You know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
A spiritual level.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
It didn't really sound that suggestive, to be fair. Our
Feels
souls
like
are linked or
jump scares
something.
coming up.
A jump scare. Thank you.
So this is the
That was
study
kinda cute,
where the
actually.
crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here too.
We'll find out with post-cognition. Say hello. Creature looks at you, and it's faceless. Dang. But does it also say hello?
There's nothing left here
Or walk
either.
cycle.
It's all cleaned up.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my post-cognition again here.
You just said it was convenient for you.
Are you sure?
Now you don't want to do it no more?
Don't make a big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
What do you mean, are you sure? We need her information, Yuma. Investigation! Alright. Investigate the entrance. There's a van. Just like the previous case. Interesting.
This is...
The door to the study, we left it open just in case. It's always good to be wary of sudden attacks. Never let your guard down. Right, got it.
I'll...
It's because of the teaching of yours truly. You're welcome, Master. Thanks.
There is a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through.
But perhaps a child could. Known for being the first myth on the internet, Slenderman is a tall humanoid with a black suit. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say Slenderman was the first myth on the internet. But he is old by now. He is pretty old.
And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
Screwed shut from the inside, okay.
Oh, what's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
Okay, that's good.
Really?
Good find.
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
What do I sit on 2 chairs?
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Xian.
Gosh darn it.
You're charging me for it?
This is part of the investigation.
Just.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Adjust. Good delivery. The marks on the vent seem...
seem to be left by strings rubbing against it.
Sorry, I thought she wasn't going to talk.
Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
I'm full of surprises.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around.
I already knew that. You helped me solve the first case.
You should give me 10,000 Xian as a reward.
Nope. You already took half my memories or whatever it was, or half my lifespan.
A headache.
So there will be no reward for you. Evidence string or something similar scraped against the gap in it. Okay. Cool. Let's go to the past.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us.
I was looking at the entrance.
It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber.
Ouch, right to the chest.
But the corpse will never wake up again.
I will say this one looks bloodier than the last one.
Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising.
Alright, I didn't need to know that detail. Then it became super popular, even receiving a video game. Yeah, the video game was pretty cool. First internet myth was the chain email. That was the first one? Hello, Kai. Hey, Viv, here's Kai. Change profile picture, just passing by. Leave a like. Can't stay here so much. I'm recently very stressed with real life things, so yeah, have a nice day. Thank you, Kai. You have a nice day too. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry to hear that you're stressing. I hope things turn out well soon. Just hang in there. You can do it, Kai. I believe in you. Take care. Goodbye.
The door is the only entrance and exit to the room.
Mm-hmm.
There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room.
There could be a hidden path,
Maybe
passage.
The doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
Very strange thing to say out of nowhere, but okay. I'll investigate it when I get there.
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist.
How convenient. There's always exactly one key.
The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key.
That's probably a bad idea, but for the sake of the game, we will assume that.
The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
Okay.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Ah, that's interesting.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
One of the many reasons out of me need to do things. It's a ban from Discord. I don't really know when we stream or not. Thank you, Envy. You're welcome, you're welcome. I do post my stream schedules on YouTube also. If you go to my community posts tab, you can see the schedules there. Or if you happen to have Twitter, you can see them there as well. Slenderman, very important to Creepypasta universe. You would ask because he is! He's one of the early players that have stream schedules on YouTube. Oh yeah, you're right, Skyback. My man, Slenderman, even received a movie. And it was garbage. Did it have a movie? Dang, I missed that. It wasn't good. The movie was dog doo-doo. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's such a cool IP. Not cool to hear that the movie did bad.
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse.
And how do you know that?
I have a crime scene photo taken back then in my jacket pocket.
Where did that come from? How'd you get that?
Detail has slipped past my efforts.
All right, fair enough. Well, oh my god!
Huh?
You troll! You troll!
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
Oh, okay, I thought you were just trolling me. Gosh darn it.
Oh, this is it. You're right. The key's near the middle of his back.
You see, Halara's not all bad. She has pictures of kittens in her breast pocket.
But can this
Little
photo
bit
be
bad.
trusted? Could it be something that peacekeepers fabricated?
The peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication.
Okay.
After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
Yeah, they could have just gotten rid of the key in the first place if they didn't want us to know it
That's
was
true.
there.
Sorry for being doubtful.
I mean, you should be skeptical. You're a detective, for God's sake. The email basically said if you didn't forward it to a certain number of people, you would have bad luck until you did. Each day you forward it, you'd have to forward it to an additional person. Oh yeah, I do remember hearing about that. I mean, it was even on Gravity Falls, but it turns out it was just someone who edited a part of the episode. Oh, it wasn't really in the episode? I mean, to be fair, that'd be a weird thing for them to put in that show.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Was that a compliment?
You seem so embarrassed, Yuma.
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Well, since I hang out with you all day and you do nothing but insult me, yes.
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Let's see
Yeah,
what the sketch
okay.
looks like. What are all those little triangles? Dolls?
But
I guess they are dolls.
sketch? How can it help solve the mystery?
It shows us where everything was. Shows the layout. It can be useful for seeing things that would be hard to notice if you didn't get the whole picture.
Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute.
It was a meme, bro. It was just a meme. In the mansion study, there are no copies of this master key. Conveniently. Mansion's floor plan, photo of the locked room mystery, both received from Halara. Cool. Apparently we already checked the vent, so I guess we won't double check it. Let's check the aquarium.
Check every nook and cranny.
Yes, let's do that. Fish tank, lamp, and what's up here? A projector. A lot of stuff around, actually. Start with a fish tank.
That's true.
Sorry, I was scratching my ear. There are fish in the tank. It doesn't seem like they've been cared for since the owner was killed. They're looking pretty bad. 3 months they've survived? Crazy. Inside the tank, some kind of secret passage.
Yeah.
Would be interesting. It doesn't appear to be related to the case.
That's right.
There's a projector installed in the center of the bookcase. I'd like to take a look, but I can't reach it.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Halara, could you please take a look around the projector?
Very well.
Sure, give me a moment. The projector is pretty dusty. It doesn't seem to have been used since before the incident. So it's probably got nothing to do with the case. But what if we go to the past? I pressed the wrong button. The past! Pictures of kittens makes it worse given her personality. What does that mean? Do you suspect her of harming cats? She did say she hates people, but I mean, she probably doesn't hate animals, I hope. That it became so popular, Slenderman appeared in Gravity Falls comic. This time it wasn't edited by a fan, it was real. So Slenderman is canon in the Gravity Falls universe. That's awesome. People, the fans pretty much memed Slenderman into the canon of the show. That's nice. There's a huge tank here, but there aren't any fish inside. What? Fish were added after the fact. Living things can't be seen through precognition. I mean, post-cognition, it doesn't have that ability. Oh, I see. So you can't tell who exactly was there. Oh my god, look at all the dolls. What is up with that? Oh, they're books that probably weren't there before or are there now. I said the same thing in two different ways. The projector is installed in the center of the bookcase. It wasn't on when the corpse was found. You'll never reach it, Master. I'll check it out for you. Well, did you find anything unusual? Nope. Everything is extremely usual and unrelated to the case. Okay. Thank you, Shinigami. See the rest. Lamp and switch.
Yeah.
I suspect her of being a crazy cat lady in the making. I mean, what's wrong with that? People like cats. They should be able to like cats. It's a lamp. The light's on right now.
Say.
Make sure to use proper lighting in addition to these kinds of lighting. Wait, what? In addition to these kinds of lighting, as eye strain may occur. Who are you talking to, Shinigami? I couldn't parse how that sentence was structured at first. It's a switch! My eyes! Whoa, that's pretty. I want one. Oh, I turned it on. So if I back out now, can I see what I'm looking at? That is weird. Okay, but I'm not done yet. I need to go back to the past. That sticks out like a sore thumb, but what is it? It's books that are missing, or?
Oh!
The lamp's light is pointed at the table. It probably wasn't turned on at the time. I don't see anything suspicious. Doesn't seem like the lamp is related to the case. What about the switch, though? There's a switch for the projector on the desk. Looks like it was set to off when the corpse was found. Okay, fair enough. Can I investigate this over here? Nope, guess not. Let's look at the wall.
Oh my, this is quite nice.
It does look really good. Bookshelf. It's a carefully organized bookshelf. Looks like all the novels belong to the same series, the Going Saga. All those books are from one series?
Yeah.
I believe the series is more than 150 volumes. Unfortunately, the author has passed away. It's a shame the story never saw an ending. Darn shame.
Oh!
Two extraordinarily thick books are stacked on the desk. These books are in great condition aside from some dust. They look completely untouched.
It's me.
You probably wanted to see knowledgeable. They haven't been moved for a while. They're probably not related to the case. Okay. A painting.
Oh!
Landscape paintings in extravagant frames are on display. All these paintings look incredibly expensive.
However,
They're counterfeits. Not a single one is genuine. Doesn't look like there's anything relevant to the case here. Let's investigate elsewhere. You're so judgmental. Alright. Let's go back to the past. The books are pretty much untouched. Thick books. They weren't stacked when the body was found.
well,
Peacekeepers must have stacked them. Good grief, what a bunch of amateurs. Placement seems to be the only thing that's changed. I don't think it'll help with the case. Oh, you say? Liking cats is not the same as being a crazy cat lady. Well, I mean, you can only become a crazy cat lady if you like cats enough, right? Kind of ability of Slenderman is that he can stretch his arms. Doesn't he have tentacles? Hello, Furret. It's One Piece, but as a book, it can never end. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that series is still going on, right? Not only his arms, even his fingers have tentacles. What'd you say? Is Going Saga? It's a really cool reference. What is that? Never heard of that. A series of books is arranged neatly on the shelf. They haven't been moved and not related. Let's look somewhere else.
Oh!
Several dolls have been nailed to the floor. After the clock, worker, and the secret club, this makes 3. Doesn't make it any less creepy though.
it's me.
Now's not the time to show fear. Investigate thoroughly and find the clues to solve the case. Right.
I see.
The dolls have nothing in common. I don't see any unusual markings either.
It appears.
Nothing to do with the case then. The painting was tilted.
What does that mean?
It's tilted. I wonder why. Could this be related to the locked room?
It appears.
Doubtful. Judging by the marks on the wall, I'd say this painting was hung on an angle. At an angle. Peacekeepers must have altered it by mistake during their investigation. How confusing. I don't know about all that. Brown paint. Just did that. The area near the hallway and then the corpse. I'm sorry, Shinigami, what were you about to say? Oh, Guin Saga. It's a fantasy series in Japan revolving around a man with a leopard head. Oh, really? That's cool. I'm amazed you caught that. I never would have recognized that reference. All these books are lined up so neatly. They're covered in dust. Nobody's touched them for a long time. Meaning they won't help us in this case. But if we go back to the past... They are in different locations.
Yeah.
Even in the past, several books lined the shelf. I checked, but it doesn't seem like anything's different between then and now.
I see.
In that case, probably not related to the case. So... Oh, that's the one he said was a big deal.
There's only one doll nailed to the wall.
Interestingly.
Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no
Obnoxious,
room to
huh?
nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way. Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out.
That's sick.
Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I want to put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
That's mean. That's evil.
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey,
Okay.
you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain.
Interesting.
The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity.
Okay.
It's like that darkness is staring into me.
Yeah, thanks for that visual. It's literally the name of the series. They didn't even change it. Oh, well, they spelled it with an O in the game. Did you mean to put an O? Because you put a U in the chat. It's one of the series that influenced the author of Berserk. Oh, nice. That's cool.
There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose.
Yeah.
It looks like a string rubbed against it. How did this mark get here?
There's always strings running through the freaking walls. Gross. Alright. We're pretty much done here. We just need to talk to the corpse. How do I... Oh, there we go.
That's true.
This is where the first witness found the body. The bloodstains are still here. Considering the amount of blood, the victim was probably killed here, right?
It appears.
It seems very likely. Alright. Excuse me. Just drinking some water.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
It's sickening.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharping and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
Pretty dark, but thanks for the information. The series is actually over 100 books. She said 150 volumes in here. Is that similar to the real number? That is a crazy amount of books. God, that would take forever to read through. But I'm sure some people love that.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case?
There's no way for us to know.
Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
The fact that the blood trickles down as if he was standing upright when they were stabbed.
Look closely. The length of the nails driven
Oh, I
into
guess
the
not. Never mind.
corpse are all slightly different.
Maybe that was just the pressure of the blood coming out of the veins. The length?
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor.
Oh, okay.
But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
I see.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
Maybe they ran out of time.
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood. The nail wounds on the lower torso
yeah.
appear to be bleeding sideways.
That's true.
But the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down toward his waist.
Yeah, that implies that he was killed while standing up, and then they just moved his body and then nailed his legs in.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos were different people, and they were smushed together after death.
That sounds disgusting,
That's
Shinigami.
disturbing.
Yeah, that's messed up. And the neck. I haven't read the series, but it's apparently really good. Nice. Wait a second, how is there so much blood? Even though the nails cause wounds, they would also seal them and stop most blood leaving the body. I don't know. I've never stabbed anybody before, so I can't tell you. I guess in this game,
Every nook and cranny.
I guess in this game people are very vascular. Or in this universe.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
That's gross.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
Right.
There are two different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice?
That'd be very unusual.
But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
Probably. The victim's neck. Alright. I guess we're done here.
Looks like there's nothing left to check.
That's an A-OK for the investigation here. Alright then. Do you give me points if I talk to you?
Halara's hands are smaller and softer than I thought.
God dang it.
Considering Halara's strength, I thought they would be bulkier.
Master, is holding hands all it takes to get you hot and heavy? You're making me sad.
Shut up.
No.
Holding hands is cute.
Though I am curious, is Halara a man or a woman?
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
Not at all.
Nope.
I guess it'd be pretty rude to ask now.
Just think about how nice it feels to hold hands. Depends on many factors. It would not always clog the wound. I have no clue. I couldn't tell you guys.
Now we've
How
gathered
stabbings
enough
work.
evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
What's that?
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
What? You haven't?
Not quite yet.
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out.
Yeah.
Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't come cheap.
I'll do it on my own. I'll do it.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
All about the money.
Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
You should have been scared from the very beginning. You can't afford what she's charging. Remind me of how, like, half of Loon's chat thought he was a woman for some time. How, I mean, didn't they realize it when he spoke? He wasn't.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
Wait!
The next and final crime scene. Why she look so scared? Away we go! Wait, I see a green
The
mission.
next one is the art gallery in Gima district. We're running low on time, so we must hurry.
Right. The chief's in danger after all.
Yes, there's no time to waste. But before that...
Not this way.
Oh, there was a thing I could investigate there. But before that... How do I get... Herm? I want to talk to the green person. Oh, could I have only done that through the house?
Huh?
Boys are getting out of control.
Well,
Nobody's left alive. Darn it! I missed my chance! Oh well. Oh wait, no, I was going the wrong way. I'm stupid. You look like you need help, ma'am! I thought it for the first like 3.5 streams I watched Loon. Oh, have you really heard women with voices as deep as Loon's? Look at her sleeping. Hmm? That person.
say,
What's wrong, Master? Doesn't she seem a bit uneasy, like she might fall over at any moment?
come on.
You really can't help yourself when it comes to the ladies, can you? He doesn't like that. He needs help. Excuse me, something wrong? You seem upset. Huh? Who are you?
I'm...
Kind of a detective. In training. Detective, I see.
Well?
So something wrong? Actually, I've run away from home. I'm at a loss about what to do next. Oh?
Solve this thing.
This smells like a case. Let's hear her out, Master. Oh, now you want to hear her out. You might be right. I won't be able to sleep at night.
Well?
Could you give me some more details? Irma Humu Hima Hum. I'm the daughter of a merchant who does business throughout Kanai Ward. Due to family circumstances, it was decided that I would have an arranged marriage. Thinking of what's best for my family, I should accept the proposal. But my suitor's an awful person.
Oh no.
I heard it with my own ears. He said he was only using my father.
Huh?
Why not talk to your father about it? Nothing I can do without proof. Besides, my father is very keen on him. I told my father I didn't want to get married. He yelled at me and said I shouldn't cause trouble.
See.
That's why he ran away from home.
Aw.
How lame. Let's get out of here.
No.
We can't do that. Having to marry an evil man sounds terrible.
Right.
Leaving home has given me some time to think. I want to try talking to my father. But if I went back now, I don't think I could have a civil conversation. We could. Probably sorry to ask. Would you take this letter to my father for me? That's easy. I'll do it. Does this chick think detectives are errand boys? Can't just leave her. That's my master. Simping over everyone he meets and making their wishes come true. Wow, they use the word simping in this game. It's not like that.
All right.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
Thank you. He should be in front of Kanai Station right now. It'd be a good idea to ask what he looks like, right? Station is a busy place after all.
That's
Good
true.
idea. What exactly does her father look like?
Well,
He's wearing a suit, navy blue from head to toe. It's his favorite.
I see.
A navy blue suit in front of Kanai Station. Okay. Oh god, now I don't know which way's which. Oh, whoops. What the? Where's my map? Nightmare Lady being a dude would make a lot of sense if true. Would it? What would it clear up? The fact that she kicked open a gate? Like I said, some women have really deep voices. Like manly voices. Like manlier than manly voices. Yo said boring family drama. Love, ew. Oh, it's the green. So I can go any way I want. Oh my god, it's so far away. It's so far away. Alright, let's go. Way we run. Excuse me. Everyone drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. You're staying hydrated. Those cats are fat. You see the cats on the side of the logo? They're fat cats. They're cute though. Why would they incorporate winged cats into their logo? So weird. Where's the nearest bus stop? There's another green mission. I don't want to start more green missions until I finish this one, but I also don't want to, you know, don't want to go to the next chapter without doing the green missions. First, let's go over here. We can give the letter to her father. It's a simple mission. Honestly, I used to think that the mechanic's wife my mom used to go to was a guy because she had such a deep voice. Really? That's interesting. I guess you never can truly tell. In this world, anything's possible. So, where am I going now? Is it here where I am? God, where's the map? Interior. How do I get to the interior? Is the interior through here? There's a Kamasaki district. I think that's something else. Was it over here then? Is this the interior? The bench. Oh, it was this way. I went the wrong way. Whoops, my bad. Are you what I'm looking for? Oh yeah, it is. Cool. Her posture, mannerisms, tone, demeanor are very masculine. Oh, I see. Nice. Maybe you're right. Maybe she's a guy. I mean, her face and voice to me seem womanly, but that don't mean nothing. Navy blue, is that you? Oh, I didn't even get a chance to.
Oh!
A completely navy blue suit. Could this be the merchant girl's father? The man with him, the client's suitor? I bet he is. He even looks evil.
No.
You can't tell just from appearances. Anyway, let's try talking with him. Hello, sir. Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
Who are you?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, we're in the middle of an important conversation. I have a letter for you from your daughter.
What?
What did you say? You know my daughter's whereabouts?
Well?
Yes, but would you please read the letter first?
Nah.
You're not actually listening to this guy, are you, sir? I'll see for myself. This is without a doubt her handwriting.
Oh, no.
There must be some kind of mistake. I would never mistake my daughter's handwriting. It's 1 in a million. I'm afraid that if what's written here is true, this marriage cannot be allowed to continue. He didn't say anything. Oh, wait. Maybe he's going to say something right now. Okay, I thought he was just going to walk away and go home. Ugh, I almost got away with it, too. He's not even trying to hide it. He sounds like some second-rate cartoon villain. No point in playing pretend anymore. Scams over the moment that they start to doubt you. Later, chumps. You walked into an invisible wall there, you idiot. Wait. There's no need to follow him.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for delivering this letter.
No.
It was nothing. I'll try talking to my daughter. Allow me to properly thank you another day.
Yes.
Sure. Let's report to the client. Oh goody, oh goody, we did a good job. Voice is on the cusp of being gravelly, so it's either high testosterone or low estrogen. I see. And how do you explain her facial features? Is it the same thing? She has lovely eyelashes. Eyelashes is, to me, what makes it easy to tell if a character is a girl or a boy. But then again, Yuma has long eyelashes, so I can't even say that here. His eyelashes are very girly too. I don't think you have to worry about that arranged marriage anymore.
Thank goodness.
Really? That my father actually believed me?
Thank you.
I think I'll go home now. Thank you so much for everything. My points! Give me my detective points! I hope it goes well. We did our part, so who cares what happens next?
No.
We're involved now, so I'd like for her to be happy. Oh, I get it. That must be the way of the simp. Why do you keep calling me that? The way of the simp. Alright. Oh, we got 100 points for that. Nice. Oh, we're level 12. You see, it was all worth it in the end. You can't just call strangers you. Did I do that? Was I like, you? You there. My bad. Honestly, a planned wedding sounds awful. It does sound pretty bad. Some places do that regularly, so I'm hoping, you know, a lot of those end up being good marriages, but I can't imagine most of them do. Fake eyelashes are used by both men and women. Really? I've hardly seen fake eyelashes be used by anyone in person. I think I'm assuming they've been used like in movies and shows and stuff that I watch, but in person I haven't seen them be used that often. Yeah, it's interesting. I would never suspect that guys would wear fake eyelashes, but... Should I help this person too? Well...
So this is the art gallery.
I didn't even get a choice.
It's closed due to special circumstances.
Niori.
The murder
All I can read.
occurred only about a month ago. I'm
But...
certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others. Not that it matters to me.
Right. You have your forte.
But wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
At least not during the middle of the day. Okay, fair enough.
Did you say something?
Nope, just ignore me.
That's our Halara.
The crime scene is deep inside the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Wait, please!
Didn't stop you from stopping me from... Never mind. From talking to that girl and getting her dad that letter. That was a waste of time. Makeup can do a lot. It's true. It's true. Makeup really can do a lot. You're right. You're right. It needs a key when they have legs. Exactly. Man, I wish I had legs like her. Or him. Them. Get back here.
Oh.
It's a locked door.
Well,
Of course it's gonna be locked. I got points.
Is this the storage room where the crime scene took place? It's locked.
Leg power. That's her answer to everything. Have a problem in your life? Legs.
A couple of thugs or something.
No, we're just investigators. That's all. We definitely work within the boundaries of the law. Don't worry about it. Wow, that screen painting. And that reminds me of Mario Sunshine.
Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As
Said they were.
expected, it's the same worshiper. And he did say he was following the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff.
I wonder where he
When
got
they
the
opened
names
The storage room.
of the people.
They discovered the body of the victim inside it. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total.
Yes.
But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
You ruined
What
it.
do you mean special? People have died.
You saw too
Let's
many in
start
quick succession.
investigating.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good. Some people say leg. I'm one of the plastics. I say crowbar. Crowbar would be another good alternative. Yes. You're absolutely right. Spilled paint, you say?
There are two keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery.
Okay.
The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff.
Interesting.
That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
Ah, I see.
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it.
Okay.
Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member. If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
I guess.
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
Because no one would expect it.
I
Maybe.
guess you wouldn't.
Countered!
Thank you. One was inside the room.
Oh!
Spilled paint has stained the floor. If we can find out where the spill occurred, we'll know if it's related to our investigation. Okay, cool. Bam, bam.
Post-cognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors.
There are no dolls.
The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with the rows of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present.
Okay.
If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming.
And they would mix with the modern smell, so it'd probably be bad. It's open.
I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
Potentially.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder. Or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
Right.
You're
got
right.
Carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
Thank
Be
you.
quiet.
Alright, that's all I can investigate here. Who's this fella?
Yo! Check, check!
Check, check. Cardboard boxes are stacked up. Judging from the labels, the boxes were brought in after the incident.
It appears.
Looks like there's artwork inside. They must be storing the items no longer on exhibit. I don't think these are related to the investigation. What a shame. What a darn crying shame. Oh, there's nails in the painting. There's in the guy's eyeball. That's creepy. Cardboard boxes stacked up.
Yeah.
Artwork. There's a layer of dust in the boxes. It doesn't look like the culprit touched them. They've got nothing to do with the case. Okay. We double confirmed. Old looking portrait. It's a portrait painting with nails driven into it. The picture really conveys the time period. Maybe the person depicted is an important figure from years ago.
What?
Huh? What? There's nothing dignified about this guy. He just looks like a regular old geezer. Well, that's your opinion, you know. Alright, there's nothing useful here.
By the way, Halara,
I should have talked to her on the first time
I
we
will
met.
not accept any requests to reduce your fee.
I mean, the first crime scene.
that's not what I was going to ask. About your post-cognition, what were you able to see before you specialized it as your forte for investigating crime scenes?
Women typically have they have significantly less muscle mass and bone density at a baseline. Even the most muscular women in the world simply is not as strong as the average male athlete.
What is the point of this question?
I'm just curious, you know.
Well, I was wondering if you could use your ability to look at my past.
You want to see your lost memories like that? That's against the rules. No fair!
The fact of the matter is, even if I could see your past, the information would not be of any use to you.
Why?
Huh? Why's that?
Psychometry doesn't allow me to pick and choose what to perceive. Rather, I can only see fragments flash by.
I mean, fragments are better than nothing,
I
right?
cannot consciously access desired information. It's why I trained at the WDO to develop it into a forte specialized for investigations.
Any piece of information would be valuable to me. If I can get even a little piece of my memory.
If you insist, I'll consider it once this investigation is done. How about 100,000 Xian per use?
Let's discuss it later. That sounded cheap to me somehow. My sense of money is getting all messed up.
Well done, Halara!
My money senses, they're no longer tingling. Small window. That is a tiny itty bitty window.
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
The window juts out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
I can touch it with my own
Apparently, it opens outward slightly,
hand.
but there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through here.
But you could slip something through there. Picking up a young man. Oh, snap. Oh, there was a doll here. But only one?
This is...
Nails are driven into the painting of a young man. I know this! He's one of those edgelord protagonists everyone loves for no reason. That's not really the impression I get. He's an edgelord protagonist?
This is...
A large scenic painting with a doll nailed to it. I wonder how this ended up on the floor. Is there a reason?
That's...
If it's related to the incident, there's probably a reason. Let's assume that much. What about the doll?
A large
Ooh, there's a
painting
key.
lies on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas. One nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest. But the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle. Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
They probably used the second key. But just out of curiosity, what exactly is she buying with all this money? I don't remember. She had mentioned something earlier in one of the earlier streams, I think. Well, she mentioned the amount she was charging us was enough for like a high-end car, but I don't remember if she told us what she was using it on. I can't remember, I'm sorry.
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
Like using the second key.
I need to find out what that trick is.
A lot darker in that image. Alright. Cool. Cool.
That place is suspicious.
It's all suspicious. Let's see what the sculpture looks like. A sculpture with a sheet placed over it to keep dust off.
It appears.
Doesn't look like it's been moved for a long time. Yeah, you can tell from the dust that's gathered on the sheet too. In other words, it's completely irrelevant. I said that wrong. Irrelevant. I'm sorry. Stacked baskets. There are baskets on top of the shelf. I'm not tall enough to see inside them though.
Kyle,
Take a look for you. This is... What is it? We accomplished nothing. You found nothing. Online poker, maybe? Maybe, yeah. Yeah, she was a gambler. Maybe that is what she's using it for.
Oh!
A sheeted sculpture. Position was the same before and after using post-cognition. Its shape is unchanged. Nobody's moved it. Okay. Not related.
Oh!
Oh! Nothing but dust inside. Unrelated.
There's a nail stuck in a painting.
There's like 3 at least.
The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal, but this one's just sick and twisted.
Not any more sick and twisted than the other ones, I don't think. Perhaps in place of it all. Interesting that was a something to take note of. A key or whatever. All right. Oh, we didn't check over here. What's wrong, Shinigami? The scream.
This is...
Painting of a man screaming with his hands clutching his face. There's something unnerving about this painting. I almost feel as if it's going to swallow me whole.
That's...
Paintings don't have that kind of power. More importantly, did you find anything? No, nothing suspicious. It doesn't look like it's related to the case. Canvas place here is completely blank. I wonder why it's blank, and why is it so messily placed with these wooden frames?
Well,
It doesn't look like an exhibition piece. Maybe it was used for some other event. I see. Nothing seems out of place. I don't think this will help with the case. Okay. If he's a gambler, then it's a huge red flag in terms of trusting her as a detective. Fair enough. But you can't deny, or you can't argue with her results so far. I'm only able to investigate these crime scenes because of her.
Yeah.
Probably nothing has changed within the net now. Okay. No evidence. At least I'm getting a lot of detective points. Alright, time to investigate the body. What is that? Some kind of grate? I can't move the camera at all.
Oh!
Seems like this is where the body was at the time of the incident. There's no trace of it anymore though,
That's
except the
me.
blood. Looks like the area has been cleaned up, probably by the peacekeepers for the art gallery staff. Or the... I don't think investigating here will turn up any useful information. I mean, we all just do our jobs for the money. The money. Mostly, yeah. Some people do it out of genuine passion. Corpse. Does she have neck marks as well?
Young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
the victim's name is Isomoe.
She does.
She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount of suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death.
If only we could move her hair to see if she had the tiny marks like the other guy did.
Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle. And...
You noticed as well.
yeah, there's a wound on the back of her head.
Dang.
It looks pretty deep. This may be the real cause of death.
Perhaps. No strangulation, no wounds from resisting. Signs of blunt force trauma. Alright. I guess we're done here.
That should be enough.
I feel like the full picture is slowly starting to come together. End investigation! Holy moly, it's snowing out so bad my internet is struggling. Darn, that's happening with me yesterday with the rain.
That
Stay
should do it
safe,
for the
Skyback.
room. Next is the window. It would be best to check outside of it. Go ahead. I'll stay here.
Outside
Okay.
the window? All right.
Fair enough. Oh god, I gotta wrap this up soon. Let me see if I can finish this investigation. Then we can end today's stream.
It's fine to inspect the window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything yourself, huh?
He is our assistant.
And my master does everything he's told, like a good little underling detective.
Thank you.
Halara is right. This is something I took on myself. I can't just
And I'm
rely
paying
on
for it.
everyone else after putting on a tough front for that kid. That's why I have to do it.
It's just checking a window, man. It's not like that righteous.
Or maybe Halara's just taking advantage of you. It's obvious money is that one's only motivation.
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional detective.
And she is genuinely
Master,
helping.
Being overly nice for no reason is stupid. It's why you're so deep in debt.
It's not for no reason.
No, but
It's because he's a good
What are you
person.
mumbling about? Did you check the window?
Not yet.
right,
I'm on
I'll
it.
do it right away.
I got distracted by my ghost.
Outside the window, could
Friend.
that have anything to do with the locked room?
Yeah, it could if you could easily, you know, talk to someone on the outside from the inside, or vice versa. Gambling typically accumulates massive debts. Debts have to be paid in a certain time frame. Solving a case quickly under those circumstances doesn't inspire confidence. Oh, you're saying she's in debt. That's why she's asking for such a large amount of money from us, is to clear her debts. It's possible. It's definitely possible. That could very well be the reason.
I wonder what Halara discovered.
You know, I think Halara is just having fun pushing you around.
Like you do?
I see.
Wait, what's this? Let's rest. All the cardboard boxes are sealed. Whatever's inside is ruined. 3 detective points.
Here's the window.
And the wall. Sorry.
Well, see anything strange?
No, nothing strange about it.
No string marks anywhere?
I see. Try entering through the window.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try it.
Okay.
Just try it.
I can't. I can't even put my arm through this gap. I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Thank you.
Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Did you not?
No, not at all. What's that about?
I mean, we can rule out the fact that they would have left through here. That's something. Gap is 5 centimeters wide, more or less. They open inward, both of them do. Except it looks like it's opening outwards. Now I don't even know. I ranked up! That was one of the most disgusting squish noises I've ever heard. Shinigami, are you not going to warn me that someone's sneaking up on me?
Hey! What are you doing here?
Nice lanyard.
I'm not doing anything shady.
Good defense.
I'll call the peacekeepers.
Why?
Wait!
I'm in trouble now. Trick the art gallery. I mean, if I say I'm a detective, I'm not tricking him. If I say I'm a peacekeeper, I think he'll figure it out, but I'll try it.
I'm a peacekeeper.
Huh? Of Amaterasu Corporation?
Exactly.
Yes, of Amaterasu.
You hadn't said. He's heard that word so many times throughout this game, and he can't say it.
You totally fumbled that. You're no good at lying, huh?
What did you say?
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Don't interfere.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
So you just gotta show confidence.
Hey, Halara, are you sure it's okay to lie like that?
We did it first, so she can't blame us.
Before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something I'd like to ask you.
Your rain probably turned into snow for Canada. It traveled all the way. It traveled through the entire United States to get up to you guys. And then chilled on the way. I'm sorry, Skypack, that's my bad. Detective work and gambling are conflict of interest. To be fair, what wouldn't gambling be a conflict of interest with? What line of work would gambling not be a conflict of interest with?
Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
That's you? You discovered the body? That means someone's lying because the other guy said he's the one that discovered all the bodies.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
Exactly, said Joshua.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Oh my god, you're right.
Sure.
What kind of work would gambling not conflict with? Being a mafioso. Oh, snap. The ultimate line of work. Okay, I will talk to this guy next time. I know exactly what to do next time. We're gonna talk to this man. I have gone overtime. I need to prepare for my next stream. Sorry. The nail man killings. Alright, we're in the rear area. Good job. In a few hours, I'll be playing Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. I'm going to be trying to finish that game today, if I can. If you guys want to come by and watch that, feel free. Otherwise, enjoy your Sunday. Thank you for watching. Hello, Sanity. You're watching a 2-hour video of Pokemon fan game. Plays red. Ooh, nice. Try gambling the mafia's money away. See how that works out. No, I think he said if you are the mafia, then you're not in a conflict of. But, oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe, yeah, maybe you got a point. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.